Showtime.
Showtime, baby.
Let's dive right in.
What's stopping us?
Absolutely nothing.
What's stopping us from talking about it?
Nothing. Reggie, drop the beat.
Who's Reggie?
Yeah, what's some catchy thing that could be in an intro? All right, here we go.
Here, wait, hang on.
Dude.
And the guy. Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Episode 13.
It's episode 13 of The Dude and the Guy.
This is how we do it.
It's only going to be Caleb and me today because we're trying something different out. We have our very own Jamie, except his name isn't Jamie. We're going to be calling him Danish. Danish is going to be our guy's name. We're going to call him Danish.
That's good.
And I didn't talk about this with Caleb or Danish before I decided that because I knew it was perfect and there was no need to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be a
moron. You'd have to be a moron or a buffoon.
Moron, buffoon, imbecile.
Or something along those lines to not think Danish is a perfect name for a
Danish.
basically, yeah, for a Danish individual. Anyway,
All right.
for some reason, Danish people are from Denmark. You know, like America, American, you know, except Denmark, Danish.
See, what I was thinking when you said Danish, I thought of like
A pastry?
yeah, pastry.
Yeah,
like,
which is understandable as
like
well.
a croissant.
Yeah, like a croissant.
Like a croissant.
Basically, Danish is going to be, Googling stuff, looking stuff up for us, helping us out, making sure the shit's going well.
And as I can see, Danish does have a hot spot going, so.
Danish does have a hotspot going because we don't have internet where we are, but it's fine.
It's, yeah.
What did you do? What did you do this past week?
What did I do this week?
Yeah, hey, the guy.
Yeah, I worked. Wednesday I worked.
Kind of like Rihanna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like work.
Okay, got it.
And so I did that. I got some wrestling in. I got some homework done. Actually, I do have like 3 pages, a little over 3 pages of like work to do before tomorrow at midnight.
Yeah.
And I work tomorrow, so I gotta
Yikes.
get it
gonna be
done at
gonna
some
be a
point.
rough day.
Yeah. And then nothing too exciting.
Yeah. We're recording the podcast a little late this week. I mean, normally we record on like Thursday or Friday, but today it's Saturday.
We're fresh.
Saturday afternoon.
It's
the
recent.
episode comes out tomorrow. Why is that? It's because I'm in the middle of a move right now.
You're on the move.
We are we're moving to Troy, and the house is not ready. So I've been going out there helping my dad fix it up. It's a fixer-upper apparently, and we've been going out there working, painting, moving the furniture.
What have you painted yourself?
A little bit.
What do you paint?
Honestly, the person who was living there before was like smoking in the house like all the time.
So there's just
the walls are just like yellow and it's
black tar
and it smells
embedded
like,
in the dry wall.
Yeah, exactly. And
dry
it
rock,
smells
if
like
you will.
It smells like an ashtray in there.
Rock
so
sheet. I don't know.
we have this chemical. It's called the brand name is Kills, Kilz, and I guess it's supposed to like kill all those whatever that's
The stains.
It's, I guess it's it is also paint. Like it's white. It shows up white when we paint it.
Oh,
but I think
okay.
it's like it's also masking that smell or hopefully
Stench.
killing it. Yeah.
Those carcinogens
Exactly.
just out the window.
And we're gonna be ripping up carpet this week, so I'm real excited. Yay!
Are you replacing it with more carpet or
We are getting new carpet. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's been a busy week. So let's just dive right into the let's just dive right into the potty here. Let's all make sure Do Not Disturb is on.
Yeah, mine's on.
Danish? It's on? Got it.
Perfect.
So and by the way, if we accidentally slip up and call him by his real name, it will be censored. Like as if it were like
Okay.
an F-bomb.
And also another thing, I've been waiting to reveal this, but you know, like the band that plays at the end.
Yeah.
That's just Danish. He's a one-man band.
Yeah, it's been
you know?
Danish the whole time. He played each instrument, and we mashed it all together.
Yeah. Why we just haven't said Danish, I'm not gonna get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anytime at the end we're saying band, play, it's just Danish.
Danish, do your thing.
So when we were out there in Troy, or I was out there, I was waiting for my dad to show up. I was trying to get a little bit of work done in the meantime. A bee landed on my chest. Okay. And he was there for a minute, and I was kind of hanging out with him, I was out there by myself, and
was it a yellow jacket?
No, it was a bee. The next door neighbor's a bee farmer.
Oh.
He's got like 6 cages outside that's got
a bunch of honeys.
Got a bunch of bees in them.
Oh.
And I was like, it would be funny if I went and knocked on his door and I was like, sir, I think one of your bees got loose. I have it right here. I think this is your bee. And
Just
like
holding
if
it
this is gonna be an issue, then I'm gonna have to get a hold of animal control because your bees need to stay off of my property. I took the dog out there 2 days ago. Grizzly, my little dude, and like the neighbor across the street was outside with her puppy, and like Grizzly's just a baby. He doesn't know. I mean, he's not like vicious or anything, but he like started to charge over there.
Just kind of reckless.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey, no." And he like actually came back to me.
That's good.
Which is crazy because you would think a puppy.
That's admirable. My dog still doesn't know to do that.
Kirby?
Yeah, screw my dog. Cause
Dude,
like
I know, time for a new one, huh?
He's over like 4, yeah.
But yeah, the woman, you should have seen the fear in this woman. She like grabbed her puppy really quick and like scurried back inside.
Screamed at the top of her lungs.
I mean, rightfully so. Rightfully so. She doesn't know my dog. He might be vicious, Yeah. He's part German Shepherd.
Right. That's
So
there's a strong stigma against German Shepherds.
Yeah.
There's this other dog that like there's a strong stigma against. I can't remember. It's going over my head.
Pitbull?
But pretty sure German Shepherds are like the worst.
Pitbull's one as well.
Grizzly
is also part Pitbull.
Never heard of a Pitbull.
You've never heard of a Pitbull like the breed? You've never even heard of that kind of dog?
I've heard of a Pitbull.
Oh,
The stigma is the Pitbull. That's the strong stigma against that breed of dog. I was just, like German Shepherds,
So, we're all familiar with Titanic, right?
I have not seen it.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
Dude. I've never seen it. And it's one of those movies.
Say a line from it.
Don't Let Me Go.
Was that a line?
I think.
Was On Top of the World
I'm
the
on
line?
top of the world. Woo!
That was the line too?
Yeah. Paint me like one of your French girls is actually the note here.
Oh.
I was hanging out with Jess the other day. We were talking about it. She was like laying out like the woman in that movie, I guess, does, and she's like, "Paint me like one of your French girls," and trying to be funny, and it was funny. But then I thought like paint me like one of your French girls, like all the French girls just belong to Leonardo DiCaprio, and
wait, so
like they're also Europeans. France is in Europe.
Okay, yes. Right?
And they just pretty much look like us.
Except hairier, maybe?
Ugh. It's just funny.
I heard they don't shave.
That's not true. Whenever I visited
Oh,
Paris,
you're French.
Yes. Actually, I am part French.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I don't shave, so there you go.
Oh.
Anything. Yeah, paint me like one of your French girls is just a line in that movie, like a really famous line. And I just think it's kind of silly. Paint me like one of the French women that belongs to you, and also as if French women and American women don't look
And who said it?
exactly the same.
What did Leo say, or was it someone else?
The woman, the love interest.
She said it.
She said it to Leonardo DiCaprio. She's laying naked on this like pad, and he's apparently a painter. First naked woman I ever saw in my life, by the way, was because my cousin was watching it.
Oh, okay.
And like I was hanging out with her, and then there's like a pair of breasts on the screen, and I figured, you know what, I don't know if I should be here or not.
Yeah.
And
It's like
I don't know if I should be here. But you know what? That's where, I found out about my
thanks, Danish.
Thank you, Danish. Danish just showed us the photo of the woman's.
We weren't like, hey, Danish, pull that up. We weren't even like that. He just did it.
I appreciate the
Thanks,
initiative.
Danish.
But you don't just have to pull up a photo of.
Uh-oh.
All right.
He's efficient. He's
Thank you.
efficient. We know that.
Thank you, Danish.
All right.
Let's talk about billboards.
Billboards?
And I'm not talking about billboards top 100 for like music and such. I'm talking about billboards that advertise things on the road. Whether it, there's one that I see that's like, it's like a text message conversation. It says, I'm pregnant. And the next one says, text this number, like text 1-888, whatever,
Yeah.
It's just like, imagine you have a girlfriend and she's like, I think I'm pregnant. And you go, oh, well, you better text this number. That's all you say.
He's not like, no reaction
There's
from him
no
other than that.
no like emotion or anything. But the billboards I'm talking about specifically are the ones that say don't text and drive, especially at night.
Mm-hmm.
It's equally distracting to look up at a giant billboard with this text that's the same font as the text on my phone. You know?
Okay.
And it says don't text and drive. What if I wonder how many people have been looking at a billboard that says, don't text and drive and then wreck. You know what I'm saying?
That's an interesting thought.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I would, I would make an argument against that.
It's hard to though, right?
I could like find some ways.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, if you're
it's an interesting
it's easy
point.
to
It's
find-
not. I'm not like dismissing it at all.
Thanks.
Okay, let me just say this. Okay, I pull up my phone. Okay.
Okay, then what?
I gotta my girlfriend just told me she's pregnant, so I gotta send her this number, like text, call this number.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to go into my phone. The keyboard on the bottom pulls up. I gotta like boop boop boop, and like sometimes like might like misspell something, so I have to like.
I use swipe to text. It's not an issue.
Oh, it works easy.
And I know where all the buttons, like all the keys are on. So
Okay.
I just look at the road and send texts.
Oh, perfect. And you don't like crash.
I haven't.
Oh.
The only accident that I've ever gotten into was because I was, I got off of work at about 4,
Okay.
fell asleep at about 6. My brother woke me up at 7 to take him to work, and it was like a 30-minute drive. So I was a little bit tired.
Sorry.
Did you see the?
I was just looking at Danish and his laptop, and he just Google searching funny billboards. Like,
You're doing great. You're doing great, Danish.
you're doing good, kid.
So,
Yeah, billboards. Yeah.
I mean, also you can use Siri to not only respond to messages, but I think she'll read them too.
Yeah.
Oh, you just got a text from mom
I
saying, "Hey, I want you. I want you out of my house now." All
Yeah.
caps.
mean, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm right. You're wrong. So I am.
We'll be all right.
I'm a pretty forgetful guy, right? We've talked about how my memory is like a vault.
Yeah.
Vault's full. Anything I talk about, I basically forget it.
Yeah.
Or anytime I receive new information, I forget something else, if it's fascinating enough.
Okay.
Girlfriend's birthday,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I might forget if somebody tells me something new.
Like a name. Hi, I'm
Hi,
I'm Sarah. I'm your chiropractor.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm your chiropractor.
Goes over my head right away.
And now I'm like, hey, Jess, when's your birthday again?
Yeah.
So anyway, I forget a lot of stuff, and I think I'm a pretty goofy guy. I'm silly. I do a lot of silly things. We
Yeah.
talked last week about how many things we forget, like or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but we talked
One
about,
of these weeks.
I mean, we have so many.
Sometime
hours of
within the
content.
past
It's
17
so
hours, we
hard.
had to talk about it.
And it all just kind of blends in when you have 17 hours
Yes.
of content.
17 hours of content. Oh, shit.
And
Thanks, Danish.
but we basically we're saying how many things we forget every day. Well, I forget a lot as well. You know, I was including myself in that discussion. And like I do a lot of goofy things that you know, I try to make people laugh. People think it's pretty funny sometimes.
Right.
And like then I'll just forget it happened. And then somebody will be like, "Hey, you remember that time? Oh, you had me laughing so hard." And then they tell me the story.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm experiencing that story
For the first
for
time.
the very first time. Yeah. And
It's,
I love it. I love it.
It's funny because this kid on my team,
Jacob?
no.
Okay.
He was talking to me about an interaction he had with you. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy." I told him he should be a comedian, and he was like, "No, I'd get too sweaty." You know? And I told you about it, and you're like, "I don't remember that."
I don't remember that at
and
all.
you probably forgot.
I don't even remember you telling me
yeah,
about it.
Yeah, so that's just kind of to show how bad you're.
I wonder who that was.
That was Ethan. Ethan Sherritts. Guy on my team. Coaches at Woodfield now. Kind of tall.
I don't even know a person by that name.
He was at the Westminster camp.
Was he?
If you ever went to those.
I did.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry, Ethan. But yeah, I just always love it when people tell me stories about myself because, you know, they crack me up. Which means that I think that I'm hilarious, so it's not good.
Okay.
Last time I was out in Troy, I was going to get some, I forget, either Taco Bell or Hardee's. And,
Last time you were in Troy?
Yeah, last time I went out
So
there.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it might have been 2 days ago that this happened. See, one day I got Taco Bell, one day I got Hardee's. I can't remember which situation it was. And
This is a disaster.
this is a disaster. Danish is bringing absolute chaos to the stew.
Okay, so
just go ahead and prop that back up on the table.
You were getting
And leave your security pass in my office. And I saw this guy. All right, here's I'm gonna describe the man, okay? And he was driving past me. He was leaning out his driver side window because he was driving. He was wearing a cowboy hat.
Okay.
And smoking just the fattest cigar. Okay?
Cigar while driving?
Yeah, leaning out the window.
I don't really see. When I think of people smoking cigars, I think of
They're
it
in like a
poolside or like
social
on a
setting.
leather seat.
Exactly.
They're never
It's
driving.
just driving.
Never on the
with a
go
cigar,
and
like it's
yeah.
it's a cigarette, which is just it's crazy. And then like, what do you think he was driving? If you were to guess, what would you say he was driving? Thank you, Danish.
Let's say
Sit down, please.
an older Cadillac.
An older Cadillac. Fair guess. You know, I would think if somebody described that to me, I would think it was kind of like an older, like 1990s truck. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like a Jeep.
Yeah.
This guy was driving a minivan. Early 2000s minivan.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what like
I think it was a Chrysler.
go on.
Yeah, I think it was a Chrysler. Just like, isn't that weird though?
That is
He's like
weird.
leaning out the window, smoking a cigar with his cowboy hat on in Troy. Very Troy thing to do. And then it's a minivan that he's driving.
Did he have any facial hair?
No, I mean, not that I can remember.
Did he look like a upstanding guy or did
I mean, he was wearing like a button-up shirt, like a
just seem very cowboy-esque?
as casual a button-up shirt can be. Like
Right,
it wasn't
okay.
casual like a tank top, but it was a button-up shirt, but still seemed casual.
Perhaps
you know?
the sleeves were rolled up to his forearms.
Exactly.
And it was probably a more like natural beige tint.
It was like a light blue, very light blue.
Okay.
You know?
A pastel. A pastel
Very
blue.
pastel blue, exactly.
Okay.
I was gonna say not like a vibrant,
Yeah.
shiny color, like almost like this, like the poster. It kind of like it gives like a sweet vibe, you know.
Okay.
It
Like
was not- it was
if
a
you
very
put that
flat-
shirt in, if you like rammed into his car, threw him out when you like kind of So like when you get in a crash, you just get over to the side of the road.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys both get on the side of the road, you pull him out, then you put his shirt in your mouth. It'd be a sweet flavor,
No,
right?
not his shirt. I'm saying this is kind of like a sweet color, and it was like a very flat, like denim.
Okay.
Wow.
I feel like
Anyway.
we spent way too much time on his shirt color.
Way too much time.
Okay.
So what? Go.
Was he just a weird guy? That's it?
Yeah, basically. I mean, like, I just drove right past him.
Okay.
You know, on a pretty busy area.
You're
so
a busy bee.
I just thought it was odd that he was even smoking a cigar in his car. And then I was just like, also it's a minivan. Also he's wearing a cowboy hat. Also it's Troy, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those Cubans and their Cubans.
Well, he wasn't Cuban.
Oh, okay.
At least, I mean, he didn't remind me of any other Cubans I've ever seen.
All right. Then again, you don't remind me of a French guy, but yet you're part French, so I don't know.
That's a pretty fair point you just made.
Thank you.
What's your heritage?
I'm like German,
Really?
mostly. I'm like a little bit Latino.
Are you
Mexican?
actually?
Yeah, like probably like an eighth ish.
Which Latin country do you descend from?
Mexico. I don't know. My grandfather's name is Chavez. That's my mom's maiden name is Chavez. So, and then
Because
yeah.
Latino is can be Puerto Rican, Cuban.
this is true. Cuban.
That's the only Spain.
Yeah, I don't.
Is Spain Latino though? They just speak Spanish.
I just have
I
to
don't
do
know.
that heritage thing where I send in a swab of my
23andMe.
17 again.
What? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Yeah. Okay. You had another note.
Me?
What was your note? Was this the new note?
Oh, I was just bringing that up after you said I don't strike you as a French guy.
That's right. Okay. I thought I feel like we got into a new subject here.
We
but
did because we were talking about the guy in his minivan and the cigar,
Yeah.
and then we started talking about heritage, which actually wasn't a note of mine, but you kind of
Sparked that
popped
flame.
it into my
Okay.
You stoked that flame. You ignited it.
Nice.
You ignite a flame in my heart as well. I just figured,
You-
you're my friend, and I should let you know that.
Yeah.
You are my muse.
You're my muse. That's funny. Yeah. If there was if someone took an apple, say a Granny Smith apple, and
Okay.
just
Those are green.
shoved it in my eye socket, that'd be you.
Oh, you're the apple. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, that sounds like a bad thing.
Cool.
So there was this guy at UPS. I work at UPS, and
Thanks, Danish. There's Apple Danishes out there, probably.
Danish just pulled up a photo of Granny Smith apples, dude. He is on it.
Just in case if we didn't know.
Just in case.
The audience can't even see it,
The
so this
audience
is just
is
only
for
for
us.
our benefit.
Oh my god.
That's great. That's good stuff. Thanks, Danish.
Thank you, Danish. You are on
UPS?
it.
UPS?
So yeah, I work there, and I used to be a trainer. I was training this guy once, and I was training two people. One was like a guy, middle-aged guy, and then one was about my age. And his eye had like a scar over his eye, and his eye was all like white.
Oh, really? Okay, like that. What you'd see in like the
Like a
stereotypical retired war hero.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but he was younger. He was like probably a little older than me.
Okay.
And he was like, they were talking about, something brought up he had like metal plates in his jaw and stuff like
Oh.
that too. And we were like, well, what happened?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I got shot in the face.
What
And
the?
we were like, okay, cool.
With a shotgun?
I guess just a handgun probably if he survived it. I mean, if you get shot in the face by a shotgun, your face is no longer your face. It's just red.
All right, that's fair.
It's like a brain.
Don't
spilling out of a
shotguns?
skull.
I'm no gun guy. Okay.
Okay, obviously.
I'm no gungan, but
Right.
So if I say this, like, if I'm just like really oblivious to gun culture,
Which you are.
Yeah. So a shotgun, correct me if I'm wrong, you shoot it, doesn't it like multiple spread?
Yeah, so it's a shell with a bunch of like small BBs in it.
Okay.
And you shoot it and it spreads.
All right.
when
So
you-
the only reason why I thought like shotgun was because of the spreading thing. So like maybe like a little.
That's how it got in his jaw and his eye.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking. Well,
But
I mean,
continue.
I don't know, honestly, because he probably got shot. He might have gotten shot more than once, and it might have, because like even like one bullet out of like a handgun, shrapnel will still come out of it, especially.
Yeah.
It might
Yeah.
have hit his jaw first, and then shrapnel goes up.
Yeah.
Goes out
Danish,
his
pull
eye.
up the X-ray of that guy.
Pull up that person's X-ray right now.
Yeah. Since
I don't like how you're like actually trying to Google something. You don't know his name. I don't even remember his name. And anyway, so the middle-aged guy was like, whatever happened to that guy? Did he get arrested? And
yeah.
the guy who got shot in the face goes, "Oh no, I handle my own,"
Okay.
and left it at that. We like all looked at each other.
Yeah.
There was like a really noticeable pause,
Uh-huh.
and we were like, "All right, well, and we moved on."
That right.
Very ambiguous. Very
Very
ambiguous.
ambiguous. Very
response.
cryptic.
Yeah, not really. He killed him.
Oh.
And that's just the assumption I would make if I don't know. If he says I handle my own after
Yeah.
describing somebody's shot, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway,
He could have just been making it up. His
He might have
cat,
just made
his
the whole
cat
thing.
might have just,
clawed his eye out.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it's very possible. Probably not.
Okay.
What time? What time are we at right
We're
now?
at 26.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some notes too.
Yeah, get after it, because I'm running out of notes here.
Are you actually? Okay. Okay, let me just get this note out of the way, just to clear it out.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry, everybody.
Atticus Finch. All right.
Okay.
How admirable is that guy?
I mean, I didn't read. That was from that book.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah. And I didn't read that book. Honestly,
Did you
So-
see the movie?
no. And I
Okay.
never will.
Cool.
So I was, let me real quick before you, let me digress really quick.
That right.
I was,
Digress.
this was my senior year. We had to read this book, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd.
Who killed Roger Rabbit?
No, it was The Murder of Roger Ackroyd.
Oh, okay.
And I started reading it, and I was actually really fascinated by it. I thought it was a really great read. And I was like, you know what? And I had barely read before that.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
books, I mean. And I was like, you know what? I can get into this reading shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, well, what is it to kill a mockingbird?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're like, To Kill a Mockingbird.
To slaughter a mockingbird.
So the first page I read the first sentence. It was like a ridiculously long sentence. I remember this. It was like such a long sentence. Look up the first page of To Kill a Mockingbird, please. Danish. And I was like, dude, hey, never mind. Closed it, never opened it back up. The words, like the vocabulary was just too much for me. And like, I read the
50s,
first
60s for you.
I read the first first sentence like 10 times and was like, I don't know what I just said. And that is my thoughts on here. Do we have it? Do we have the first page?
I thought we did.
Danish?
I see, like,
I mean, keep talking and let Danish do Danish's job. You do your job, all right?
Okay, dude.
Yeah, I'm the dude, not
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So what are your what is
What?
I'm struggling over here. What is the reason that you brought up?
I don't know. Just Atticus is a unique name.
Yeah, it is a unique
What if I had a child and I named him Atticus,
Well,
Atticus Noble. Hey, get over here.
Addie,
Get over here. And, yeah, just like, have you ever seen the movie, his voice and just his mannerisms, like, he's just a cool guy, If you ever watched, you won't, but for those out there who have like, you know, stuck it out with the class and all that.
We got it. All right.
See, I'm looking at the sentence and it's just a quick sentence.
First page. I'm gonna do Danish's job real quick.
Speaking of like sentences, let Danish do the work.
I tried, and this is the results I got.
All right. While you search that, I guess. Speaking of quick sentences,
Quicksilver.
what is the the quickest verse in the Bible? What is that?
I don't know.
It's Jesus wept. 2 words.
Cool, man.
Thanks. Yeah. So Atticus Finch, just cool guy.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
is it? What do you find particularly admirable about him? Like, what is something he did?
Well,
one of his.
In the story, I'm no expert, but from what I remembered, he was defending this one guy who, like, the whole town. So, like, I think this took place in like the 60s, 50s, something like that. Let's say 50s. There's like this scenario where like everyone's accusing of like this black gentleman of like sexual assault or something.
Okay.
And yeah, everyone in the town was just like, oh, screw this guy. But Atticus Finch, you know, defended that guy when everyone else doubted him. I don't know if it was everyone else, but it was like a good majority.
Right.
The
vast majority.
Yeah, the black gentleman was found guilty even though he was innocent.
Yikes.
But like Atticus Finch, you know, he stood to his, you know, he stood up for him. So it's just cool. And like he made so many good points, but just cuz like racism back in the day and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What year did I can't find that first page, Danish. Danish, find out what year To Kill a Mockingbird was written.
Yeah, so Atticus Finch, man.
I miss him.
Just you hear his voice in the movie. It's
That's
very sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah. That note was really just supposed to be like a minute. But
1960. Ooh.
okay, so 60s.
Yeah, the racial tension in the 60s was
Through the roof.
It was
was
tough.
off the charts.
Tough time.
Yeah.
We
another thing that happened this week, okay?
Okay.
New note, if that's cool.
Yeah,
Have we wrapped that in a bow?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I almost died again. So
Why?
So we could all, you know, I'm a bad driver sometimes, okay?
Okay.
But this situation was not because of my bad driving, all
Okay.
right? I could justify myself. I was driving down Highway K. It was rush hour, all right? I was trying to get to Maryville. And
University?
yes, the
Okay.
university. Yes, the prestigious university that is known as Maryville.
Right.
I was driving there, and I was to the left of me, all right? I was heading towards an intersection. To the left of me, there were a bunch of cars in the turn lane, okay?
Okay.
Probably like 7 cars in this turn lane. And then to the right, there was like a school bus a little ahead of me, okay?
Okay.
I was driving. I was like going like a good 45 miles an hour.
Okay. Speed limit on K is what?
45.
Is it 45?
Yeah, I might have been like going like almost 50, but
Okay.
sue me. Yeah, I was driving, and this van, as I'm approaching the intersection, kind of decides like, oh, I'm not supposed to turn here, and just goes onto my lane as I'm like driving past him. So like I'm driving, and this car like goes into my lane, and I have to like swerve to get like. He was like halfway in my lane.
Yeah.
And I had to like swerve to like so he wouldn't hit me. Like I honked, you know?
Right.
And then to the right of me, there was a school bus. It wasn't like the other lane was empty. I was just like jam packed in this traffic. Like
Right.
there was no I was surprised there was like no collision. But it was just ridiculous, you know.
And did you guys end up making eye contact or gesturing at one another when
I never saw the person. I assume it was an old lady.
because that's the theme lately.
What the
Danish is dropping the ball today.
absolutely.
Danish is dropping the ball.
Yeah, but I assume it was an old lady
okay.
just cuz, you know.
Because that's been the theme lately.
Yes.
Everybody who's almost killed you in the past month has been an elderly woman.
Yeah. And like, you know, not even in traffic. But they were just in the middle turn lane and they're like, "Oh, this isn't my lane. I don't need to get off here. Good luck to whoever's behind me."
Right.
You know?
I was
swerves onto the road.
There's a turnover on like where 70 gets off at Salt Lick and 79 if you're coming west. And you get off right there. And if you want to turn left, there's 2 left turning lanes. But if you're in the right side, everybody always tries to come into your lane when you're turning. In the left, people always try to come in to the right hand lane.
Used to like because they're in such a rush.
Well, no, it's because the lines are hard to see and it's kind of an awkward turn. So when they're turning, they think that the right lane is their lane, but it's not. And, I used to make that same mistake when I was like 16, 17, first got my license type of deal, but these are adults. And they've been, we've all done this before, time to figure it out. And,
Figure it out.
But anyway, we were turning and this guy was turning next to me. And he starts coming into my lane and I'm like, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then he starts honking at me.
Yeah.
Laying down that horn. And I was like, this is my lane.
Yeah.
You're honking at me, yet
Yeah.
this is my lane.
You're the one. You're the aggressor here.
Wrong. He's in the wrong.
Yeah.
It's always the person in the wrong who honks at the other person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're just saying that you honked. Yeah, see, obviously it was your fault.
Interesting. Okay.
So, with this move and everything and the way the world's been on fire, everybody hates everybody, COVID. If you wear a mask, half the world hates you. If you don't, half the world hates you.
Election coming up.
Election coming up. If you are a Democrat, half of the people hate you. If you're a Republican, half the people hate you. That's why we don't talk about politics on here because, it's such a outrageous topic for discussion. Anyway, do you have a note about it?
So I have like some notes, but it's from a very like
All right, we're on my note right now.
Okay. But like Go on.
So anyway, the way the world's been on fire, I've been pretty down in the dumps,
Oh no.
And then really stressed out about this move. And I was talking to my dad, and I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go take a shower and listen to some really angry, hateful music. And
some death metal.
Yeah.
Some screamo.
Just dudes screaming. And he goes, don't do that. It's not healthy.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever.
Oops.
And we'll censor that. And I was going and I was like, you know what? Maybe he's right. So I made a playlist with like all happier music,
Yeah.
that like is less angry.
Oh yeah.
And not the song Happy by
Pharrell.
Yeah, not that song. Yeah. That's the worst song that's ever been made. Ever.
Okay. I liked it.
I would rather listen to Freebird on repeat for the rest of my life than listen to Happy by Pharrell one time.
Interesting.
Anyway,
it got old. I liked it, but it got old quick.
Very quick.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's helped out a lot. My mood has increased a ton. I feel a lot better. I feel almost clearer.
You just feel like you're living in a musical.
Which is fun. Yeah. You know, I'm just in the grocery store singing and dancing. Like opera style.
Just spinning.
Doing the splits. Yeah. Grabbing strangers and twirling them.
It's like, dang it. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, And it's funny, I never thought music had that much of an influence on my mood, because like alternative rock and like heavy metal, it's like my favorite genre. And
Yeah.
not listening to it has made me feel a lot better, which is kind of like a bummer because I love that music, and it's like I gotta.
It just elevates your vibes. The vibes are right.
I gotta figure out a way
It's a good vibe.
to get back and listen to that music again and not allow it to influence my mood.
To consume me.
Yes.
Yes.
What are your notes about the old political stuff that we were talking about? That
Alright.
is like,
It's not really like me arguing for anyone.
yeah, because they both suck.
They both are kind of,
Let's get that out of the way. They both suck.
It's a bold statement for you to make there, Charlie.
Yeah, very bold.
You're already being political.
Yeah, I'm so political.
Yeah.
Both candidates suck.
We are so politically charged right now.
I'll vote for Danish before I vote for either of those two clowns.
What?
I would vote for Danish first. If I had the choice between
For
our
real?
two candidates and Danish, I would vote for Danish.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, what are your notes?
Okay, let's say. Okay, one of them, I'm just gonna like start very mellow and then like get to the moderately.
I mean, how many notes on this do you have?
I have
to
like
where you
3.
can build up.
Yeah. So first of all,
Only 10.
really the first one isn't even like political.
Okay.
Name like a president or a guy in politics who has facial hair, like just in history, other
Abraham
than Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Is it funny? Other than Lincoln, actually, like it says in my notes, like other than Lincoln.
Right.
But you were just like that. But like that's the main go-to.
Taft.
He had a mustache.
Yep. That is facial hair. So.
I didn't read my note right. I said beard in my note. I'm just like butchering this note. Because I should have said, name another president / guy going for what the heck? See, my note just sucks.
Okay.
Hey, screw this note.
Okay. I'd say I did a good job with that.
Yeah, there's no beards.
Lincoln and then Taft.
There's
Hey,
no.
Raise your hand if you even knew who Taft was before that. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know who he was. I just knew he had a mustache.
I knew he got stuck in a bathtub once.
Is that a real thing that happened?
Yeah, that's all he's known for.
And I heard he died.
Did he die?
Probably. Pretty
Heard
sure he was
Abraham
president a long
Lincoln
time
died
ago.
as well. Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, yeah. He had a mustache.
yeah.
William
Theo had a mustache. I'm
Theo.
talking beards though.
John Quincy Adams.
Oh, Ulysses. Yeah, I kind of forget about Ulysses.
Rutherford.
What if I named my son Ulysses?
I wanna for real have a son and
Yeah.
name him Hammer, and I'm not joking about that.
Okay.
Anyway, what's the next note? Look up when William Taft's lifespan.
So there's these debates going on, all right?
Yeah,
I feel like
which
at
is
this
like a Comedy Central roast battle.
yeah, exactly. Like at this point, the debates are going on strictly not like this isn't like the government's goal of the debates, but this is like how everyone's interpreting it.
Yeah.
They're strictly for entertainment. I feel you chair, okay. Everyone at this point,
1930.
no one's undecided. I don't think anyone's undecided.
That's true. And the debates are for people who are like on the fence.
Yeah. And I feel
Pretty
like
much.
no one, yeah, like
Who are like
I feel like no one's watching these debates and are like, oh, dang, I'm swayed just after this one.
nobody is watching them to see who they're gonna vote for. They're all just seeing. how
Everyone
they roast
is
each
so stubborn, you know?
Yeah.
If, like, there's no way they can be swayed.
Nobody can
this
change
point?
their mind.
Yeah.
Nobody can be like, you know what, I was wrong.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not involved with any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And if you don't think what I think, you're the problem. You know, everybody just
Yeah.
assumes they're
Don't
right.
talk to me if you don't believe what I
if you
believe.
support this person, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Everybody just assumes they're right about all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like nobody's been wrong before about it.
It's wild. It's wild. And there's just so many factors here.
Yeah.
It's just
And it's like the debate, like for people who are on the fence already right now, who are like, well, let's see which of these guys can really earn my vote through this debate. I didn't see the debate, but I heard that all they did was interrupt each other and basically insult each other. And it's like, you don't learn anything, and that's not helping you change your mind.
Yeah, I would
decide who to vote for.
Yeah, they were just kind of both insulting. They both interrupted each other.
Yeah, a waste of time.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is my final.
Your third and final note.
Political one. It's just an observation, okay? It's not me arguing for anyone. Well, anyway. I'm going to continue.
Okay,
all right?
Thank you.
So, Don, you know Don?
Donnie?
Yeah, Donnie Trump.
Boy? The orange guy with the carpet on his head?
Yeah, the candy corn.
Yeah.
Him and his wife were diagnosed for COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, if you look at these, like, comments on Twitter, or just, like, how I've...
You know what? I didn't actually look at those because, I mean, I refused to do that. But
yeah.
Like, so Jess told me, like, Trump and Melanie got COVID.
Yeah.
Melania or something.
Mel.
And,
Don and Mel.
Yeah, Donnie and Melanie. And I was like, wow, I wonder, like, how people would react if he, like, actually died. Like, for real passed away from it. Like, I feel like a lot of people in the country would be like, "Oh, it's what you get."
Yeah,
serves you
and that's
right.
kind of like how people are right now.
And that's, like, just disgusting.
It's like
it's disgusting.
To put it bluntly, and like this is just kind of how I have to word it. Like that's pretty much wishing death on someone.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
That's pretty like.
It doesn't matter if you like him or dislike.
You don't
him.
know the guy personally.
And you're like stoked that he could possibly die. It's just sick. It really is sickening.
Yeah, just you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people are just so caught up in this, you know. They're just like, about time.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna really affect their lives that much.
Yeah, it's just the only thing that I was trying to get at with that note, it's like. You shouldn't wish death on someone.
Yeah.
You know,
they're a
person.
No matter what.
They're a human being.
A human being with a family.
With a family.
Yeah.
People care about that. They're like, yeah. So that was that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out because I'm just shocked at all the people who are like.
Are you shocked by it, though?
I am astonished.
Are you?
I'm baffled.
Because, I mean, honestly.
I am so taken aback.
If you would have said to me, hey, Trump or Donnie and Melanie got COVID, what do you think the comments are like? I would say it's probably a bunch of douchebags saying, good, hope you die.
Yeah.
Orange guy. And he is an orange guy.
He is a candy corn. We can't.
And there's I don't know. I'm not going to, but he doesn't deserve to die.
No.
Just for, God.
It's so extreme.
People are so extreme like that. Yeah. It's just silly. Let's hear the statistic.
Let's hear the
Danish.
stat, Dane.
They say average 7 million people lose their friendships around election year. 7 million.
Yeah.
On average, 7 million.
Yeah. They say because
It's a
'cause they just
decent,
disagree
like in
about-
in America.
year or two they start being friends again.
Okay.
They stop being friends around election time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just weird because like everybody, I disagree with like a lot of people about politics, and I disagree with pretty much all my closest friends about like religion and stuff like that. And it's like we're all still tight. We're all still close because we don't have to all agree about shit.
Yeah, just agree to disagree.
Just to agree to disagree. The fact that we can disagree with each other and still coexist is kind of what makes America so beautiful, you know? And, like, they're all just taking that away. The thing that was greatest about this country is just non-existent.
Yeah.
I actually have a note that's also political that I have just been, like, it's been here probably for, like, a month now that I've just been, like, avoiding.
Yeah.
But since we're on it, I was just going to say.
No better time.
If you are on one side and you cannot admit, like, say you hate Trump.
Yeah.
You hate him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a douchebag, or you think he's
a chotch.
You think he's a chotch. You think he's a racist. You know,
yeah.
Whatever people
a bigot.
Whatever people accuse him of. but the employment rate was like crazy high, and the employment rate or the unemployment rate was crazy low, I guess. And the unemployment rate for people of color was at a record low. Apparently, this is all just stuff I've heard, so I don't know.
Okay.
But for somebody that hates Trump to not be like, you know what, it is impressive that he got that number so low. They can't even do that. Somebody who loves Trump can't be like, okay, it was pretty messed up that he's got, he wants to build a wall to keep out Mexicans, everybody thinks they have to pick a side and agree with every single point from that side and disagree with every single point from the other side. Instead of just being like, well, he's right about some stuff. They're right about some stuff,
With the person they don't support, if they do something that's like good, they can't give them that kudos. It's so crazy.
That's everybody's they're just the people. That's what's wrong with the internet, because it's really the minority that thinks like that. Most people are pretty, like the majority of people are pretty in between and are like, they're all pretty level-headed. But the internet is just full of people who are like crazy like that. Yeah. So it gives everybody the illusion that that's the society that we live in. When in reality, like everywhere I go, we don't talk about, at work, it's a really mixed group of people, like diverse group of people at my work. We don't talk about any of this stuff. It never gets brought up. I don't know. It's just it's all so silly.
It takes the
internet's a cancer.
It takes let's say this. It takes a lot of open-mindedness if you dislike someone to just like give them something, like they could do something nice or like they look good, just like to find some like positive in the like all, I don't know.
Who's a crazy overrated rapper? Like J. Cole, he's crazy overrated.
Okay. Kendrick.
Oh.
Kenneth.
Ooh, he is the most overrated of all time, but I'm not denying his talent. He's
a good rapper.
He's a good rapper, but he's so I don't think he sounds good. Yeah. But I think he's talented.
Yeah, you give credit where credit is due.
I give credit where credit's due because I'm a human being. Yeah. And I think more than one way, Yeah. I don't know. It's you have to be like that with everything.
I feel like that's the statement to wrap that up. Yeah. Give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Don't be so close-minded that you have to just think one way. It's just silly. Let's talk about the 70s. Okay. The 70s was a time pretty much of like love. Everybody was like,
was it?
Well, it was because of like there was like war going on, and everybody was like, hey man, ooh, got a cramp.
Charlie has a Charlie horse.
The gnarliest, charliest horse of all the horses.
Oh no!
Named after my grandpa, who's I never met, but his name was also Charlie.
So you're the third.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, got it.
Is your dad's name Charlie, right?
Chuck.
But like...
Name's Chuck.
Just Chuck?
Charles. We're both Charles.
And your grandfather was Charles. So
he was my dad's biological father. I never knew him. My dad's dad was Bob. Oh. He was the best man I've ever known. Yeah. Anyway, in the 70s, everybody... oh, my God. I mean, how about the way that just threw everything off? In the 70s, everybody was, like, all real tight. Everybody, they're like, I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of real bad things. There wasn't a mass murder every 15 minutes in the 70s. And, like...
There wasn't? Go on.
And, everybody was just doing drugs.
Oh, okay.
Crazy, like, psychedelic drugs, just, like, all loved each other, Yeah. And now, they find any drugs on you, you're going to prison forever. So, obviously, people who are on drugs, the number of people on drugs are way lower. Everybody's so mad at each other and hates each other. My point is, everybody should be on drugs. That's the message that I'd like to send.
Okay. There was really no flaw with that logic. I can't make an argument against that.
I mean, I'd like to see you try.
Okay.
What are we at?
54. Was Danish, you got Kanye West on there?
Danish, why do you have
Was
Kanye
he
West up?
was he like an overrated rapper? He's nodding. Okay.
He is really
Like
everything he puts out just sells like it just gets like
which I don't know how. You know,
yeah.
He made some songs, but now he's just like an icon.
How about he made really ugly shoes that everybody was buying for like $2,000 and was like, "Oh, dude, you got Yeezys, bro."
They made fake Yeezys just to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anybody alive right now in the world
I think so.
who's gonna like leave a legacy behind like Albert Einstein?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a legacy like
I feel like there's people who are already known, and I feel like there's people who have not been. Like, there could be babies out there
yeah.
who are like gonna grow up to just be
Exactly.
geniuses.
That's kind of like
Yeah.
that's kind of like the point, because you could argue like Elon Musk is doing his thing, but like not just like in science, like making like crazy discoveries and breakthroughs, like not just like the way Elon, my boy Elon, who I just call him Ellie, is making
Because you're so tight.
because we're so tight.
Might as well.
He's making his cars that are great for the environment and stuff like that. But I'm talking about discovery. Like, is there anybody alive right now who's gonna find some shit that changes everything?
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
But what is he finding?
Here's the thing.
Making breakthroughs on Mars, making breakthroughs on trying to.
But what if he doesn't
develop-
get to Mars?
I mean, he's gotten to Mars,
The little RC car.
and he's
RC
trying to
car.
make public access so people go flying up in space.
All right, Danish, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
but not just in science, also like
Neuralink. Chip in your brain.
yeah, but is that a good thing? Do we want that? Do we want that?
It's groundbreaking.
It is groundbreaking. I mean, I guess
Just because something's groundbreaking doesn't mean it's good.
that's a good point.
That's what everyone says before a major breakthrough happens. Remember what people said about the internet?
What?
And the internet ruined the society of this country.
Not necessarily.
There's pros and cons. There's pros and cons to everything.
Just the guy and Danish are just so close, with their fist bumps. All right, cool. I was off on that one.
You were off?
Well, I mean, it's weird because I don't think I was off. I was asking, do you think there are people like that? And then you guys both started attacking me. It felt like I wasn't saying there aren't.
I wasn't attacking you.
You were. Eli Musket with his neurological Lincoln Park.
Musket and Lincoln
Danish,
Park.
the douchebag Danish over there.
Okay. Okay. So that wrapped in a bow.
Look up Danish slang. What?
Danish.
That topic?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's in a bow. It's shipped. It's already in transit right now.
Perfect. I have just a lot of things to say. I have so many notes.
What time are we at?
58.
58. Okay. We're gonna skip Urban Dictionary words this week because I got an interesting idea that we're gonna try out with Danish in the room.
Okay.
Cool.
I got some words, but okay.
Yeah. Well, they're not going anywhere, right?
Nope.
Are they gonna not exist anymore?
They're
next time
here
we do
to
'em?
stay.
What's some Danish slang, really quick?
Danish slang.
Yeah. Did you not hear me ask Danish to look up Danish slang?
Yeah, but like that
Hey.
doesn't answer my question.
Yeah, I can.
I heard Danish slang the first time. I just don't know
Sin-
what it means.
Dude, you are so sinsict.
Huh?
Dude. Seriost?
Oh.
This is the best idea I've ever had. Oh, that's pretty sedged, bro. Dude, you're
Interesting.
getting kind of fet. You need to start eating better. You're getting pretty fit.
I
Fit.
don't know if it means fit, like I look good, or fat. Like,
Oh.
Dude, this no fat.
is fat.
This podcast is skidagod,
Skidagog.
top notch, brilliant, damn fine.
Okay.
Hey Dennis,
What are you
Censor
doing?
that.
What are you doing?
hey so we're gonna censor that. Hey Danish, were those Airhead treats Lakert? Delicious.
Are these even real?
Kinder Dudette?
If we had a Danish guy on, would he just be, which we do, would he just understand all this?
Yeah.
You understand this, Danish?
Danish, do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Kinder Dudette?
Seymour Tipoy.
Made it up. It's funny because Kinder Dudette means "Do you know what I mean?" So that fit that.
Someone said Seymour just now, and like, what if I named my son Seymour?
Like, what would you want him to see more of?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, all right, scont, guys. Let's move on. Scont means great or lovely.
Ah,
Anyway,
perfect. Perfect.
cool.
Thanks.
I'm really glad. That's the best idea I've ever had.
Was it in your notes?
No.
When did you?
When I was like, oh, Danish the douchebag, and then I was like thinking like I was gonna start saying Danish
what
things to him.
a douche Danish guy.
Look up the Danish word for a douche. Anyway, what's something else you want to get off your
Chest.
giant, chiseled, vascular chest there?
I was like,
Crikey.
we were saying the D word a bunch, you know, and this kind of like this. I have a lot of notes, but
What is the D word? Danish?
douche.
Oh, okay.
We censor that, right?
No.
We don't.
Nope. Why would we?
I thought we.
Dude, you're such a skilning
I feel like we did.
bag. I don't know. We might have.
I thought we did.
We're not going to this time.
No.
Why would we? All it is a cleaning product, right? I don't know. I feel like they say douchebag on TV. Pretty much anything they say on TV, we're gonna get away with here, except for some of the.
I mean, there's some PG-13 movies that say the F word. They get like a 1 freebie.
Yeah, but those are movies. We're not talking about movies. We're talking about TV show, like network television,
Oh, like Master
get-
Chef,
like Master Chef or
Kitchen
Impractical
Nightmares,
Jokers,
Hell's
or
Kitchen.
Ink Master,
Hotel Hell.
Two Broke Girls.
I'm just stating all Gordon Ramsay shows.
I was trying to think of different ones.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's next? Douchebag. We're talking about douchebag. We're
Censor-
talking about douchebags.
cen-
Welcome back to the douche and the guy.
Great. Censorship is humbling. All right.
Okay, and I'd like to know exactly what you. Can you expand on that, please?
So for those who listened to episode 12, there was just a plethora of cuss words, you know?
Right, so many.
Like,
I mean, the most we've ever had.
And like afterwards, I was just drowning in like censors,
Right.
you know?
So many.
It took me
censors.
like 2 hours.
And that was Dennis, who
Yeah, that was Dennis.
is the reason behind
Yeah.
all those censors. Man, I'd like to know, what that guy's up to. Anyway,
Yeah, where is
I
that
haven't
guy
talked to
right
him
now?
since we recorded that last episode.
Yeah, it's kind of like he fell off or something.
Danish, when did you speak with him last? Been a while. Anyway, on to the next.
Do you know that guy? I don't know. Yeah, so like it's just humbling, right?
Yeah.
Because each censor takes like some effort to like block out,
Right.
bleep out. As a grand total, it took 2 hours, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Had like 50 censors, okay?
Right.
So that logic, 50 censors, it takes a few minutes for each one, okay? Takes some time. So just got me thinking, like, what if every cuss word I just talked, like, just blurted out in my real life, I had to, like, censor at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah.
Just, like, what if I had to, like, take that time and effort to, like, fix that,
So
you know?
You're saying you like having to censor it for this potty is making you in like everyday life try to use less curse words?
I mean, that you could say that you could say that, but like just like
Or it just makes you more conscious of it?
more conscious, I would say. But just keeping that in mind, you know, like if I did have to do that, I would curse a lot less.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So it's neat. It's a neat thing to think about. All right, glad I got that out. Just clearing out my notes.
Good. Clear them out, dude.
I got this other one that is just a gnarly,
It's a daisy?
but I'm not gonna get into that today because
Because it's a longer one.
it'll take
More
some
lengthy.
time. Hopefully.
Pull up
Although I thought method
current world events.
acting would take a little bit, but
was
we
like-
just wrapped that up in
Yeah.
5 minutes,
I mean, it was
and
a
I was
shitty
very
note.
disappointed. Yeah, I mean, not as bad as your like cigar one, but yeah, horoscopes.
Well, hang on a second. How about the fact if we're going to take cheap shots, we talked about a guy smoking a cigar, a stranger smoking a cigar longer than we talked about method acting.
It's fair. Fair. Can I get?
Yeah. Sorry.
This
Just had
one.
to dig back into use.
Can I talk? Horoscopes are stupid.
Yeah, waste of time.
So stupid.
Those are the ones where it's like, oh, this is your
This is your like astrological sign.
So this is what's going to happen to you
These.
today.
This is what you're like.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
It's like,
I mean,
what are you? Oh, I'm an asparagus. You know?
I saw that. I saw something that was like that.
Yeah. It's just dumb. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
very silly.
like, what are you? I'm like, I don't know. They look up what my horoscope is, and they're like, oh,
Yeah. Or they're like, well, what's your
Yikes.
birthday? And then you say it, and they're like, oh, well, you're a this, and then
yeah, they just
go-
know off the top of their
Yeah,
head. What?
Yeah, that stuff's crazy. And it's funny because they all use like really vague, like
Fortune cookie.
very vague descriptions, and it's like, I am that way.
Yeah.
And it's because everybody
Yeah.
is that
You
way.
can relate.
Yeah.
And I
If you read every single one, you can relate to
That's right.
each one.
That's right. You can find yourself.
because of how vague they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, it's their religion
Right. Right.
at this point. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're just so dumb.
They're just idiots.
They're just dumb.
No, I'm joking. If you're into that type of stuff, it's cool. It's great. But
Yeah,
we're
we're-
not.
we're-
The dude and the guy are not.
Yeah, we're actually just kind of joking. I really
We're
like
just
horoscopes.
joshing.
Yeah.
We're just joshing with you.
But yeah, they're so stupid.
So
though.
stupid though. Waste of time.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Glad I could get that off my chest. Did you find anything interesting, Danish?
The worst thing is that it's all about politics. It's
Really?
all about like this whole website is just
Who lied about what?
it's literally like
Yeah.
someone Washington Post reporter maliciously attacks President Trump.
Yeah. Just a
Go-
lot of.
Go to like Apple News trending news topics, articles, things.
Here's something interesting.
Let's hear it.
Movies, right?
Movies. Yep.
No
I've
movies
seen,
are coming out.
I've seen one.
Nothing's coming out right now, though.
Yeah, it's hard.
The
Well,
M's.
a lot of them are going on to like streaming services,
Yeah.
like ones
A
that have
few
already
of
been
them.
wrapped up.
But there's a few, like the James Bond movie.
Mm.
That was supposed to come out in the spring.
You talking about 008?
007.
I thought it was the sequel though.
Yeah, but if using that logic,
It
they'd
would
be,
be
on
like 0015.
090.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was supposed to come out in the spring. They're saving it for like next year.
Yeah.
They're
It was supposed
just
to come out spring this year.
yeah.
Oh wow.
That and here's another crazy. So Venom. You seen that movie?
I never saw Venom actually.
I
Which
saw
is
it
weird
once. It
because
was-
Spider-Man's my favorite
Yeah.
superhero.
Yeah.
Venom is like one of his.
His counterpart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen
It
it.
was neat. I saw it once, only in theaters.
Mm.
It was all right.
Ah,
It entertained me.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the second one was supposed to come out yesterday,
Ooh,
2 days ago.
tough pill to swallow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
There were no trailers, nothing.
Yeah.
They're just like they're rescheduling everything. Morbius, that Morbius movie.
Yeah.
No, like I'm just talking about superhero movies.
Morbius was made by Sony, right? It was being made by Sony.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like that was supposed to come out like in the summer or something.
Yeah. It's just
They're
crazy.
rescheduling for next
but
year.
somehow video games are still making their like release dates.
I feel like for video games though, that isn't involved.
You don't have to go to a theater.
They're not social gatherings.
But they are though. Like they have like an office where a bunch of people have to get in and. But I guess
It's the release that's the. From what from my interpretation of all this, like that, it's the release that's the issue. Like for movie theaters,
well, yeah, that's the movie
in order
theaters aren't
in
having it
order
for a while.
in order for movies to make money, they have to get people to show up to the theaters.
Yeah.
And with all this going on,
But
there
like-
can't be 50 people in a theater.
But
But
they're not even filming movies. They're not even filming movies right now. They stopped all like
the,
filming.
there's a few of them starting production.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, good.
Hey, Danish, if I don't know, do what you want. But
He's looking up
but with
current events.
video games, right? They release the game, people buy the game, they go home, sit on the couch by themselves,
Yeah.
play the game.
But the development of games can involve lots of gathering.
Yeah, but
Like Rockstar games, like if you're making
Mhm.
GTA 5 or GTA 93, whatever they're on, and like
yeah.
they have to like all be in like talking like reading the script and
But
brainstorming.
I feel like there's more ways around that, the production
Yeah,
of,
I mean, you could always Zoom.
Yeah. There's more
Almost said
ways
Skype, like it was 2008.
more ways around the productions than just showing up to a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Because it's like mostly animated and stuff, but
Yeah.
they still need people in like motion capture suits and
Mocap?
yeah, they still need people in mocap, all the same. I don't know. It's definitely less like gathering than a movie production, but it's still like a pretty good amount.
No.
Especially like when the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S come out, they're gonna be like people crowded outside these stores. It's
Yeah.
like what are they gonna do?
But I feel, yeah, I just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's not the, they don't take that into concern, the video game industry.
Yeah.
With like movie theaters, like that's like no matter
Well,
what.
it's a lot. It's also a way more prolonged
Yeah, that's true as well.
gathering.
It's just there's more ways. It's an interesting thing.
How to easily clean earwax? I
I
asked you to look up
That's an ad that
current world events, and you.
That's an ad that popped up, but most of them are all political. But I had one that you guys could talk about.
Which one?
So I was scrolling through and Chrissy Teigen lost her baby.
Hey, we're not gonna talk about that one.
No.
A little too heavy. God.
But don't you think she's like just taking the picture?
Shut up, Danish. No, you're fine. You're fine, Danish.
Man, it is all
All political.
right. Senator Bernie Sanders, Ilhan Omar. Oh, here we go. Patriots versus Chiefs game postponed after quarterback test positive for coronavirus. That's a shame. A crying.
Just
shame.
one player,
Apparently.
and they postponed the whole game because of one player. I don't follow football.
And I wonder
That's
because it's Cam Newton and Patrick Mahomes. Which quarterback was it? Quarterback Cam Newton reportedly tested positive for the coronavirus. Okay, well, hopefully he's okay.
wow.
Hopefully he's has a pretty quick recovery, so we can see that game. I was really looking forward to that.
I'm just itching to see it.
Ex-CIA station chief. I mean, everything is COVID and debates. Supreme Court will review Arizona ballot harvesting law. Who cares? Poll voters in the state support legalizing marijuana. Which state? Ben Shapiro, goodbye, California. Why my family and company are leaving the Golden State. Hey, Ben, who cares? Honestly, I don't care where any of these like celebrities move. Everybody's like, we're leaving California. And the rest of the world's like, cool. Must be nice to have so much money that you could just be like, hey, I'm going to move, and then move.
That's crazy.
UFC legend Tito Ortiz espouses wild coronavirus theory. It's all a political scam. Well, There's a lot of people who think that. Florida felon charged with attempting to carjack 4 vehicles. Here we go. Let's talk about a Florida felon charged with attempting to carjack 4 vehicles. Jeez. What happened?
Huh?
Been accused of... Oh, man. Tennessee manhunt. Gunman kills 2 in string of shootings. Here we go. This is what we're D'Angelo Dorsey had taken multiple hostages, investigators say. Good.
I'm bored.
The more hostages you have, the better. Is that the laptop making that sound? I thought the world events things would be like cool to talk about, but I didn't know it was all going to be about the debates, and I should have.
Yeah.
See, here's the reason I even decided to.
Is this thing that's supposed to?
Yep.
Dang,
we're trying out.
What a disaster.
No, it's not. See, because the other day, I was like, I don't even know how I ended up. Okay, I got like a news suggestion, like a notification on my phone,
Okay.
and I read it, and here are the headlines. California fires continue to grow, killing at least 3 and forcing tens of thousands to flee.
It's a lot.
I'm like, ooh, that actually might be an interesting read.
Mm-hmm.
Woman missing for 2 years found alive floating in the ocean by fishermen. Insane.
Missing for 2 years.
Hugh Jackman's wife, Deborah Lee Furness, addresses rumors about his sexuality. And then
probably straight.
Shanann Watts' love letters to the husband who killed her are revealed in new Netflix doc. All topics where I'm like, I would
dive into this a
read
little
about
bit.
those. And then I did. And I was like, this might be fun to do on the podcast.
Yeah.
So in the future we might try that again with better
More preparation.
maybe more preparation, because we were kind of winging it. My fault. Hey,
On me.
that one's on me. And yeah. What time are we at right now?
117.
117?
Yep.
Time flies when you're in love with the person you record a podcast with. That's probably it then, right? You got anything else you want to sprinkle on? Any more gasoline you want to throw on the fire?
I mean,
before
I have a word.
let's
I was
do
just
it.
underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Just because, it just didn't work out.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Let's think. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's find this.
Okay.
Sing a song while I search this word.
Danish, that's enough.
What if we just added sound effects of just like, shut up, Danish.
Danish.
Wonder if we could hear that.
I know.
What if that
I was
picks
also
up?
wondering that because his mic's not on, and it never will be. What's the word, bro? Hey, bro.
Oh,
Dude, bro.
found it.
Okay.
Lollygagging.
Lollygagging.
Yes.
Something I am notorious for.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Unless there's
We
like
can all be notorious. We can all fall guilty
of lollygagging
of lollygagging.
every
Yes.
once in a blue sun.
I hate how steezy just shows up all the time.
Every
on my-
time.
Like what's
It's
so
like
special
it's
about
like
the
they
word?
stopped doing word of the day things on there.
September 6th, word
Yeah.
of the day.
So now every single
What if the website just crashes and
I
we're
know.
just screwed?
I know.
Yeah. All right. This is kind of weird, but the top definition is not the definition I was looking for.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Lollygagging, a very heinous crime in Skyrim. Guards make this quite clear.
In Skyrim?
Yeah.
As in the Elder Scrolls Skyrim?
As in the game owned by Bethesda, who was bought by Microsoft.
Who makes Xboxes and Windows?
Yes. And Bing. Everyone hates Bing.
Yeah, what? That's Microsoft?
Yeah.
Really?
Bing sucks.
Bing sucks.
Yeah. Big time. We could just tear into Bing some more, but second definition of lollygagging, procrastination in its fullest.
Right, and that's what I would assume you were talking about if you said lollygagging to me.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Purposely finding other things to do rather than what you should be doing.
Right.
There's nouns, lollygagger.
Right.
Okay, here's some examples. Krista. Hey, Katrina, what you got up for today?
What?
Yeah, what you got up for today.
Okay.
What you got up for today? Okay, that makes sense. Katrina's like, nothing much. About to watch this marathon of Lost. Krista's like, I thought you had a midterm tomorrow. Katrina's like, I do. I'm going to study before class.
I'm going to study before class. Tomorrow.
Krista's like, you lollygagging. I used so many accents in that.
Yeah,
I think
like
I just
only
changed
two people
it.
talking, but
yeah.
You made it sound like it was 14 different people talking.
Idly wasting time hanging around with no purpose. There's no time for lollygagging things to do. Lollygagging. Shane, stop lollygagging.
Shane, come on.
Yeah, for God's sakes.
Yeah, for gosh darn
Shane's
sakes.
like,
Shane.
I love to lollygag.
Shane.
Yeah.
Shane. Stop lollygagging.
I actually found the heinous crime in Skyrim, what the heinous crime is.
Really?
We might have to censor this.
Okay.
All right. Lollygagging. Yeah. Lollygagging, all right. Insert thing has been banned in the province of Skyrim for 150 years.
Is that... Are they talking about the Elder Scrolls?
I thought. What is Skyrim? I know what Skyrim is.
Is there another Skyrim? Because, like...
You've never heard of that? And you're like an avid Skyrim guy?
No, but I mean, I played it a
But
little
you
bit,
know
but I
enough.
don't
You know
remember
enough
being
that
able-
you would know that.
Yeah. Hey, that whole part gets cut out.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but lollygagging. It's procrastination.
All right, guys, this has been episode 13 of The Dude and the Guy.
Yep.
And we hope you had a good
We're
time.
just so glad to have
We
you.
hope you
You're
had a
doing
good
great
time.
things. Feel free to come back anytime.
Whenever you want. We just love what you're doing out there.
I feel like this is getting old for a lot.
Oh, it's
like people are
awesome.
listening and they're
I'm
like,
sure.
they're not even. They're not even hearing the outro at this point. They just leave right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the episode's over.
Yeah.
All right, hey Danish,
Danish.
do your thing.
Thank you. Awesome. This has
right.
been episode 13 of The Dude and the Guy. We'll see you next time.
Good night.